Welcome to the Beatsnchill podcast, episode 116. I'm your host, Hometown, of course, with my co-host, Jazz, to my right, DJ Raul the Food to my left, Sheepish Narco, a.k.a. Tyree, a.k.a. Maxwell De La Rosa, a.k.a. behind the camera.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Over here, let's get right into it. Frank Ocean, Coachella.
Been hearing a lot of bad things.
Did you see any of the videos where he was like dancing on stage?
I thought it was fake
Why you thought it was fake?
because he was because when you see somebody performing, you want to see them with mic in hand.
Oh, okay.
This nigga was. It looked like he was lip syncing his songs and kind of like yeah. It looked like a.
Well, it's crazy because they didn't live stream it, so it was like we're watching someone's IG live from Coachella.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is, I guess, that's weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of controversy with it though, because it's like, one, everybody know that's like one of the most expensive festivals you can go to.
Mm-hmm.
True.
You know, on top of that, I don't know what the actual details were, but I think what the latest information is that he had injuries
Yeah,
to
he
his
got
ankle.
in a bike accident prior to getting to the show.
Is it prior to the first time, or because you told me Coachella was 2
He
weeks?
didn't do the second one.
So
Yeah.
did he get injured between the first week and second week,
I
or
have no
was it
idea.
before?
I have
I
no
thought
idea.
he got Blink 182 to do the second half for him. 'Cause
Yeah,
you know it's
they
2
did.
weekends.
I don't think he did, but I think the festival.
Coachella did.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
alright.
I don't think he was like, yo, Blink 182. I'm gonna need y'all. Like,
I need you to come through.
I don't think Frank did that. But oh shit, I think it scared shit out of me. I think they said something that he was supposed to have like an ice skating rink on stage, and he was gonna have like skaters and shit while he was performing.
And he canceled that shit like right before the show. So they built the whole motherfucker for him. And then at the last minute, he's like, I don't want that.
What?
Yeah, he ended up. I mean, it was weeks into production that it got approved and everything, and then they said he ended up canceling that. So some of the people that was going to be skating were also like
What the fuck?
some of the people that was on the stage. I guess maybe I don't know if the people was dancing or whatnot.
Yeah.
I didn't really watch it live. I kind of just caught clips from dispersed all over the internet. But yeah, you know, and then he also kind of like did like a improv DJ set in the mix of his performance. So that's where you kind of got like the party aspect where he's just dancing around and stuff like that, because he was kind of like DJing a little bit.
I learned new things about that performance every week. Like every day. I didn't even know that.
And then of course, because of the stage design and everything, and that being changed, his set was late, but then they had like a curfew. So I guess
I did see about that.
I heard about
where
that.
They was mad that
Because you
the
got to
festival
pay
went over.
so however many tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands for every like half hour or whatever.
shit,
I didn't even know they had a curfew.
I mean, I'm pretty sure most like events in like locations you can only be out for so long. But it was just a bunch of different things stacked upon that or against that performance that people just kind of had a distaste for the whole thing. But then it was like the backlash of that people feel like was the cause of Frank saying I'm out for the second one. And so you got people that's like, yo man, like just be grateful for him coming out. He did perform some songs and it was great that when he did perform. And it was like, you know, he lost his brother. Stage probably still grieving his brother. People were speculating that like his brother really liked Coachella, and that like that's kind of why he still decided to do it, to kind of like commemorate his brother. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
But then you got Frank Ocean's a scam. He been scamming people. He scammed Def Jam.
He was
Not
scammed
Coachella.
Def Jam.
You know the whole
Release
second
the album
thing.
and then you're like, yeah.
For the $20 million. I don't know if you been living under a rock or anything like that.
Dang.
But
Oh.
that's been.
I mean, even I know that now.
But yeah, so you know, that Frank Ocean Coachella thing has been like a topic for.
Yeah, it's been making its rounds for a minute.
Yeah.
So
I think it's bad because he an R&B singer, and it's like videos of him just like sitting on stage singing. Like, he ain't Beyonce, so he don't got to go on stage and fucking dance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he could have
Yeah.
just got a chair or whatever the case may be and sat on stage and performed the songs.
Yeah.
People pay $500-$600 to go to Coachella and you to be the headliner, not perform. That's bullshit.
Shit, $500-$600.
That's bullshit.
Some
Fuck that.
VIP pack.
I don't want to fucking see Blink-182. You know what I mean? I want to see Frank Ocean. That's why I'm here. Motherfuckers get to them shows at 6 o'clock in the morning to be the first at the gate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to
That's
sit
true.
there at one stage all day to see Frank Ocean. You get there, it's just like, that's what you doing? You about to fucking DJ, bitch? You don't listen to your fucking radio station for real.
That's up on GTA.
You know what I mean? We want to see you sing these songs. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
That boy, if you listen to Justin Bieber's depiction of it, you would have thought it was the best performance ever.
Probably because he's a superstar. He was backstage, so he probably got to interact with Frank Ocean before he got on stage. So it's like a different
A different vibe.
view. But I don't think people should be grateful. I pay money to see anybody. I don't got to feel grateful. Well, give me a fucking show. This ain't church. What do you mean?
Not this ain't church.
I should feel grateful for. Nah, that's not good.
Wow.
Tell it like it is, Ree. But I also agree with that as well. You know what I'm saying? Because best believe, when I was at Dreamville Fest and Drake did not come out, I'd have been pissed. I'd have been hot. I'd have been hot. Bro.
Nah, I feel you.
Yeah.
Listen to what Justin Bieber said. Nigga said, I was blown away by Frank Ocean's Coachella performance. His artistry is simply unmatched. His style, his taste, his voice, his attention to detail. I was deeply moved. It made me want to keep going and get better as an artist. He continues to set the bar high and gave me a night I will never forget. Thanks, Frank.
Attention to detail?
So when I hear that, but it kind of also makes sense of what you said. I hear that, and then everybody else is saying
What the fuck?
something on the contrary. I'm just
Yeah.
like, so what's what?
So, hey, man. But I think it sparks another conversation that I've heard as well. Like, have we put Frank Ocean in a place where he may have not earned yet? Like, people has received this type of, I guess, experience from like people like Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying? Kanye even, you know. I remember when my first time seeing Kanye, he was late. You know what I'm saying? But put on an amazing show. You know what I'm saying? Is Frank that type of artist where it's like he's there, where it's like, hey, he's gonna show up and do what he want, and it's like it's gonna be great, or is it like, hey, bro, I mean, you got some great work, but like, fucking relax, nigga. You need to. How do we feel?
The last thing. I mean, I didn't never listen to Frank heavy like that. I just knew he had some slaps, he had some bangers. You know, he do his thing as an artist. That's cool. Pre Coachella is when what's Tyler the Creator's fest that he be having? Camp Flog Gnaw. And then everybody thought Frank was gonna come out, and then Drake came out, killed it, but ended up leaving early because they was booing. So I'm like, okay, he might really be like that when it comes to performing if they wanted to see him that bad. Or those are just his fans. So I'm going to just wait to see. Next time he performs at something big, I'm going to be like, all right, I'll get to see what everybody was trying to rave about. This is the next thing that he came to do, and I'm trying to see what they're raving about, and it's just like, I'm not seeing whatever everybody was talking about they wanted to see. So now when you ask that question, now I'm like, yeah, because I was kind of, even though I wasn't like super waiting to see it, I was just like, all right, let me see what he got to offer. And then I just hear a bunch of BS. So
Have you ever seen a live performance from him before?
I've seen a video where like they say he sounds just like his albums. I'm like, I would like to go see that.
I'm saying, but have you ever like watched like any of his live performance, whether it's daytime, like TV performances, or any like live stream festival performances or anything?
I've seen clips of him performing, nothing that I've sat down like from start to finish, like watched it.
Are any of those even on YouTube?
Yeah.
I think
That's where I seen him.
This is the first time I think he was headlining Coachella, but he's performed at Coachella before. I don't know if you ever see a video where he has like these big ass headphones and he's on stage singing. I think that's at Coachella.
Okay.
But like I've seen him, I've watched his Grammy performance where he kind of got like the arcade video games in the background, and this is like first like channel orange shit, and he has like the red and white little bandana on, like with that look. So I've watched his performances before. So the dude is great.
Like that.
Yeah, he's nice. Like he performs really well. Like his mic be on, what they say, right?
Yeah.
But I've heard other conversations like you are great. Like a lot of what we known him, what is like catapulted him amongst a lot of people is the fact of like not just his albums from the classic like, mixtapes and then Channel Orange and even Blonde, but like his work with Beyonce, his work with Jay-Z and Kanye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even his work with Tyler and others have like really brought his like stardom to that level and afforded him to kind of go ghost and not drop for years.
Yeah.
And some people don't feel like, nah, you ain't did enough for that. You know what I'm saying?
He got 2 albums.
Yeah.
But I can see that. Like, he's great, but it's like, come on now.
Because SZA only got 2 albums, right?
Yeah, but she's out. She's like, she do
videos
features
and shit.
Yeah, like
I'm saying, but like Frank has done those, right? But Frank has done those like more early on in his career, and those features have gone to be on like some of like classic albums and whatnot. You know what I mean? So like, he was on fucking Watch the Throne. He had really cool highlight moments on Kanye albums from The Life of Pablo.
Yeah.
Watch the Throne.
Oh yeah, Watch the Throne.
I think it's reaching a point where people are tired of reaching back to those great moments. They want new moments to get.
Yeah.
I think it's him. What I said last time, him performing, headlining a concert as big as Coachella and not dropping new music. It's like, I don't get it. Like, you shouldn't headline a tour if you ain't dropping no new music.
Travis
You ain't
Scott.
dropped the album in 2016. Since 2016,
Yeah.
he dropped singles, but still, he probably dropped a single in the last like 3 yeyears. So
But that's also kind of like, remember when Rihanna, she performed at the Super Bowl, and it's
shouldn't
like,
have did it.
Shouldn't have did it.
Well, no. Super Bowl is different because Super Bowl,
They go off of
they
the
do like a
nostalgia.
lot of nostalgic type shit.
Yeah.
They'll have like J-Lo perform at the Super Bowl. They had like, what's the dude name? Damn, last year, Dr. Dre and all them perform.
Oh, yeah.
So that's like a thing for the Super Bowl.
yeah, but at the same time, it's like The Weeknd performed at the Super Bowl 3 years ago, right? Performed at the Super Bowl in Tampa,
Yeah.
right? He had an album
Yeah.
come out. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
It's been known that the NFL doesn't pay these people to perform. These people spend their own money to perform. So it's like you're spending millions of dollars.
Taking money
Well,
to
the
make
thing is, I
money.
think the NFL doesn't pay them, but I think they still get paid.
They probably get
From
sponsorships out the
sponsors.
ass.
Yeah, the
You know what I'm
NFL
saying?
doesn't pay, but they still get paid from the sponsors stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think artists like The Weeknd just use it to their benefit. I'm not
Right.
performing the biggest stage in the world. I'm doing this with my album rollout. You know
That's
what
what I'm
I mean?
saying. You know?
I guess Rihanna did it with like everybody. They had on Fenty. You know what I mean? They had the
Yeah.
clothes on. So it wasn't really about music, but they had the clothes on. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But
Hey, you know, it's superstardom, and then like live performances. I think now is just like you're taking a risk. You're taking a risk of
Like doing a performance?
no
Is a risk enough?
as a consumer. You're taking a risk when you purchase that ticket because things aren't guaranteed.
That's
They
true.
could cancel. They could get sick. It could
Miss
weather
the
could be
flight.
weather could be an issue.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's so many things. You're taking a risk, and the prices are not getting cheaper.
That's very true. They
Like-
could break their ankle on stage.
They are not. It's getting more and more expensive to put on events.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being the promoter, the production company, you're taking that risk because you still got to deal with the artist, right? You got to deal with the artist's demands, and you still have an audience that you have to please because they're investing in buying tickets. So it's a gamble. At the end of the day, it's more and more of a gamble, and I think it's getting worse. But we'll see.
What do you think is going to happen next? Okay, this all this happened. So what do you foresee happening? Either one of y'all. What y'all foresee happening next with like Frank Ocean, whether it's like releasing of music or.
I think festivals is going. I think festivals is kind of reaching their peak. I think it's almost probably has reached their peak. So I think artists will start doing more routes of like what Tyler just did with the Estate show in LA. He had like a just one-off show, and
I'm hating.
those people can just fill a room up to 5,000 people and work out whatever production deal and film that and stream that. You know what I'm saying?
They say Weezy's been doing that same thing too. They say a lot of his recent performances have been him, a band, and not like a stadium.
It's less to control.
It's a lot. With festivals, it's a big money play because there's so many streams of income from advertisement and activation deals that want to be involved.
Wait, you say a big money play? A big money play for who's putting on the festival or the artist?
For who's putting on the festival.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, artists, they're going to get that bag. Like, that bag for Frank it's probably a 7-figure deal. You know what I'm saying? It's probably $1 million off a rip.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I can definitely see
that. But it's big business because you're probably getting 10 times that from sponsors and other partners and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that people are going to be less and less invested to buy. We've seen over the pandemic that when festivals start coming back out, it was like more and more festivals are investing into the payment plans. I know they've always been there where you can like just put a down payment, but like even Rolling Loud, hey, start off with a payment $9.99. You know what I mean? It's like, so it's getting to a place where it's like, all right, it's not going to be feasible to even do that no more. I honestly think festivals going to take a downfall soon, but that's a whole nother conversation. Let's just get it out of the way. Rest in peace to Jerry Springer. A lot of back and forth commentary on that as well. They said, man, we really finna.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, was this show not? This shit wasn't celebrating black people. This shit was a mockery.
Niggas decided to go up there they damn self.
I will say that.
And he got paid.
Basically.
That's true.
Did you know he had a judge show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch that.
I think that popped off after. Was that before or after he was the mayor?
I don't watch it. I knew he was a mayor.
I think he was a mayor or governor or some
That's crazy.
place.
I did see Judge Jerry. I didn't see it on TV. I just seen it like on TikTok.
Yeah, I didn't watch it at all.
This shit ain't got nothing on Mathis.
What was,
Hell no.
any memories? Any favorite?
I just seen a clip where he had black people beating up the KKK on stage.
That's funny.
And that shit was so funny. I was like, damn.
Hey, them fights used to be legit until like after a while, like they just got up there and they used to ring a bell and then they like moved the chairs and I was like,
I like them running behind the stage. That shit's funny.
I like the ones where they be fucking with the women and they be like, well, I gotta tell you something. I'm really a man.
Yeah, I remember they used to do like competitions, not competitions, but they used to have like the audience try to guess which one's a man.
Oh,
and
man.
like
They used to do that shit on Maury too.
They just be
like
sitting,
30 people.
They just be sitting there.
Man or woman, turn the card around. That's fucking hilarious.
Some wild shit, man.
Isn't that how like it wasn't on Jerry, but she got Bad Baby got famous on Dr. Phil. Little shit like that.
Mm-hmm. Talk shows. I mean, that was a thing.
Was there anybody that popped off from Jerry Springer?
So I remember the security guard.
Oh, Steve Wilkos.
Yeah, he went up get his own show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Steve Wilkos.
Yeah,
Mean
man.
as fuck. Y'all ever seen his show before?
Hell yeah.
He a bully.
Nigga be talking shit. Get off my stage.
Get off my fucking stage,
You can't even
pervert.
sit in the chair. And I was like,
You know the pervert before I came on here, motherfucker. You talking about? Be meeting me in front of all these fucking people.
Yeah.
I just talked to you in pre-production. Everything was cool. I get back here on stage and want to yell at me.
That era of like talk shows, man. The era of talk shows is just like crazy. It was entertaining as fuck because I remember even Maury, like I know he was talking about like off mic, like did you watch Jerry Springer more or Maury?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like I watched Jerry
they were
Springer
neck
more.
and neck, boy.
But Maury, because Maury had the more iconic, you know, the DNA test.
Yeah.
But they also had the joints with the bad kids.
Yeah, that shit was funny.
Oh,
And the bad kids joints was my favorite part with the bad kids was the little monologue they do when they do a little video. I never take a shower when she tell me to take a shower. Fuck that. I'm like, man, this shit is classic.
They tell me to go to school and I stay home. fuck that bitch. And then it's
They
camera
be
zoom
having
in.
different angles and shit. That is so funny.
Iconic, dog.
They had the ones where people was like scared of shit, like scared of cotton.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They'll bring the
And they
shit
would
on
bring it
stage.
out.
Motherfuckers start running. Like, motherfucker, I'm terrified
Oh my
of pickles. You bring a jar of pickles out here, motherfuckers running.
Oh my goodness.
Jerry fucking Springer,
I was
man.
talking about this with my brother, and he started watching Cheaters. I was like, "Damn, this shit like
Cheaters
take
is
me
a slap.
back."
I ain't really watched Cheetah. I know he got stabbed in one episode.
Oh,
though. I
yeah.
don't know
He
if it was
jumped in the
real.
boat.
Yeah.
Nigga, hit that nigga with. And then Peter Gunn started doing it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the one nigga was like, hey, you be cheating on your wife too? What you doing?
Oh my god!
Oh, man.
Wow.
But Jerry Springer, I knew Jerry Springer was legit or was entertaining because I was legit and my dad, they used to do the infomercials. Like, buy Jerry Springer, this is that, watch the fights, never before seen. My dad bought that shit. I was like, oh, this shit, I thought it was because I was a kid. That nigga bought it, man. I was looking for that tape. That nigga went to work. Fuck that tape, man.
Yeah, it
This
was.
shit was good.
I just wanted to be an audience member, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to ask questions. I wanted to like ask
Oh,
questions.
yeah, the final
or like
thought
be,
question.
or
That
be
shit's
mean
funny.
with somebody.
At
Like,
the very, very end.
honestly, like I feel like you dumb as fuck for like just letting him. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what? If you feel that way, and they try to like damn near fight the audience. Like, I mean,
Come up here then, man. Come on.
Oh my god! It don't seem like nothing get resolved at the end either.
Nothing. Jerry Springer get that final thought,
Yeah.
sounding all real sound and giving great advice, and you be like, these motherfuckers ain't finna do shit but go eat pizza and keep doing the same shit at the crib.
Same shit.
it's just I just admire how he would keep a straight face asking some of the craziest fucking questions. So and he had a little cards in his hand. So that's your husband, and you're sleeping with both brothers. Okay. All right. So let's bring him out. Let's bring him out.
Bring them
The
out.
motherfucker come out like a wrestler. It's like, shit.
They had the lights going crazy. That motherfucker,
What's up, Jerry? What's going on, man?
Oh my god.
This
so
is-
you love this woman, right? Yeah, it's my baby. You know, we've been together for, you know what I'm saying? We going on 2 years. I love her. I take her to work. I clean up the house. You know what I'm saying? She even got a son. He even
right in
mine,
the middle
but I
of that,
love him,
motherfucker
though.
get up. No, hold on. Security guard, like 6 security guards on there. Everybody holding somebody back. Just calm down. Just calm down. It's entertaining as fuck, man.
I have to
but
tell you something. What is it, baby?
You can't repeat that no more. You can't repeat a Jerry Springer today. You can't.
No, it
That
wouldn't be as
era-
entertaining.
That era is long gone.
You just got to cop Zeus. Zeus TV. You want to see some fights?
I got Zeus. That shit is entertaining.
Shit.
You just cop Zeus. You see
might
all
be right.
kind of
What the hell?
heterosexual
is
fights,
Zeus
homosexual fights.
It's like everybody,
Crazy.
every cast member on those zoo shows come with their own like security that they don't hire. It's like they assign a security. They just follow your ass
And attributes.
6 feet away.
Attributes and special moves.
Yeah,
They all got that.
Wow.
yeah,
Ain't Blueface shit on Zeus?
yeah. That's some wild shit.
Like, you on Zeus, man. You fighting.
VH1 was like, we are not doing
Yeah, we
that.
ain't
shit.
going that far.
That's just some wild shit.
We'll just go ahead and flash back to the 2000s.
They be on that bitch drinking, boy. They be on that bitch drinking for real. They be like passing a bottle around. Like, it's a fucking party. Like, when they like sitting, talking, have a little meeting, they got one bottle passing that motherfucker around drinking. I'm like, motherfucker, this is a TV show. What are y'all doing? And why y'all only have one bottle of alcohol? I'm pretty sure.
Oh, where the cuffs at?
Y'all ain't got $30 to buy your own bottle and have like a little bartender or whatever each episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Wow.
I have yet to watch any Zeus shows, but I see clips, and I'm like, yeah, it's going down on that
When they be
motherfucker.
fighting. And they just brought the woman back. They brought Bad Boys back.
That's the thing. That's what you was talking about. Them niggas be on there
Yeah,
fucking
it's crazy 'cause
throwing
they
hands.
like grown men. They like real deal fighting. There's one
Yeah.
dude, what's his name, Jonathan? He like probably my size, but like stockier. I'm like, nigga, you over here beating these people up for real? Like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like, it's not TV. Like, this is scary. Like, shit, it sounded for hell.
They said, ain't Kirk Franklin's son on one of them shows?
Yeah, he was on one of the Bad Boys.
That boy, hey.
Wow.
Wild show, man. Moving right along. Since everything is fucking wrestling, BLP Kosher, aka Big Dreidel, was
What did he say? Ra.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know. I know. I saw that post.
I'm assuming he's a Jewish rapper.
A Jewish nigga from fucking.
From Florida?
Where he at?
I think he's
From Florida, yeah.
Florida.
He got like the 2 wicks sticking out.
We don't claim him. I think I said it before. I feel like him having that quick little whatever on Complex is like they know that's gonna get backlash. It's like what's the two brothers?
Island Boys.
The Island Boys. It's like causing getting like bad reactions is how you drive up engagement, right?
Because they know somebody gonna share it with somebody and say, what the fuck is this?
Comments and whatnot.
Looks like how I did with y'all.
Whether they're bad or not, it's comments, it's insights. It's like the stats are going to pop, and then that justifies further investing and pushing that. And that's why I feel like that's like the new lazy route of being like an industry plant. Because I'm sure he is. I haven't heard anything about this motherfucker outside of Complex. It's like if you from Florida,
I've never seen. Yeah.
if you're from Florida and you
Like,
just automatically end up on
I ain't
Complex,
seen QC media posts about him
that's what I'm saying.
Hell no.
in the least. But he on Complex
That's why
talking about,
that's
I'm from Dade County, yada yada.
I think it's funny that we utilize QC as a place to trust all
I
hood
trust
shit.
I mean, for
I
what it's
do.
worth, QC has posted a lot of shit that I'm like,
They put me on Little Tyler. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
So-
and Big Brick.
so, QC, well, battle tested, you know what I'm saying? And it's a real person.
Yeah.
So, I nenever seen this. Like, I saw this, and I literally sent it to y'all to be like, have y'all seen this nigga before, or am I
No, you
asleep?
just send it to traumatize us.
Yeah. Didn't see that.
He had a big ass.
The big, it's so white. If y'all know, it's a white dude. Well, he's Jewish, but outside perspective, he's white, and he has like 2 big white boy dreads. Like white dreads be different. He's just sticking out to the side with a beanie on top, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
The big Dre.
Hey man.
Is the music good? You know, this
They didn't.
Damn.
He didn't even. They played
did
like
like a little clip.
snippets,
That
but it's
shit
not
was
enough to
not-
catch. It's like some yeet-ish sounding
definitely industry
music.
plant.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I think most artists industry plant. Anybody just unless you hear the music first.
I think industry plant has definitely taken on. It's a term that's not supposed to be good. It's like industry plant is supposed to be like you're fake. You're not really like.
Yeah.
You didn't really come up indie
Yeah.
like that. You're actually being supported by a machine.
They're putting everything behind you. All some little Bow Wow shit.
I can't remember who. I think Russ said something about how it's artists that live in nice houses and stuff like that, but they put on actual like clothes to look like they not balling like that,
It's crazy.
to kind of like give off this persona that they are, a grassroots artist.
Yeah, all these rappers ain't poor. Everybody ain't come from bad families.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
that shit.
The deception is the problem, But at the same time, I think industry plant is just more of a finessed way of artist development. Because it's like we have to develop these artists some type of way. How do we do that?
But I feel like every time it's an industry plant, they develop them like negatively. It's not like a.
I think that's a product of the internet. But I just think it's kind of replaced it because the labels are investing in them, they're developing them, but they're doing it in a way that's not. It's a cheap way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's their form of development, and it's like, how can we get immediate results without spending so much money in the antiquated ways of artist development? Industry plant. You know what I'm saying? Just create
Drop
ruckus.
$50,000, pay for a couple of interviews.
Pay all these like promo pages
What
on
they
Instagram.
said? They said Atlantic. They said Atlantic where all the industry plants be at.
I wouldn't doubt it. You know what I'm saying? That's their model. It's business. It is what it is.
I mean, any rapper that act like they don't have a deal, that's still like this fucking industry plant, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like if you're signed and there's people, they say it's a machine behind you, but you act like I'm out here, I ain't by myself, I'm independent. You're an industry plant.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I mean, it is what it is, man. It's here to stay.
Oh yeah, they ain't going.
Labels ain't going
Oh
nowhere.
yeah, nah. We're gonna
So-
see plenty other clown looking
It's like
motherfuckers after this.
Bronny James getting to the league and being like, no, it's like with Jimmy Butler's actually Michael Jordan's son.
Yeah.
And he like, oh, I'm just good at basketball just cause. Like, no, motherfucker, your daddy is the greatest motherfucker that ever played basketball. Don't act like.
Shouts out to Jimmy Butler getting the Bucks up out of here though. I ain't see that happening.
Yeah, me either. I mean,
I see.
I knew he was gonna get their ass a run. I mean, he did it 3 years ago.
Yeah, he did, but they ended up losing eventually. I didn't know. I knew
I
he was
still
going to
think
do
they ended
that.
up losing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't think they was going to get him out the playoffs.
They knocked them out the playoffs 3 years ago. Went to the finals and lost to LeBron.
Yeah. Only thing is, the next year, the Bucks beat them and won the championship. It is what it is, though.
Let's this weird ass fucking story with Fuji's member Praz. Informant, no, non-informant. Are we
FBI.
misinformed? There's a lot of stuff going on.
I remember hearing something a long, long time ago about him and the FBI, and I was like, what? And it was always like, he was always like, never really rap much. He was always low or whatever. It was really Wyclef and Lauren that was like really controlling it. And I was like, what does he do? Oh, he must do the beats or he must DJ kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And then I heard some shit about him being involved with the police or whatever, like not being an informant, but like he got arrested or some shit. And I was like, damn, that sucks. I ain't hear shit about it. And now today I'm hearing like he's facing 10 years or facing however many years because he took a deal for all this money. Like the shit don't even make sense.
And then I guess there's an interview that he did. I saw the guy tweet. So I spoke with him, and he's saying that he's denying this alleged informant news, saying that it's important that I let the culture know that I was never an informant. I never took no deal to be no informant. It's like, I mean, yeah, of course that's what you want to say, right? Like, I don't want people to
I just want to
knock
know
my fucking head off.
why is he facing jail time?
I
If you an
saw
informant,
something that
don't
he
you
was
like?
funneling money?
Shit,
That's what I was reading. It said something about him funneling money,
Hey,
and
any
Leonardo
information.
DiCaprio got involved, and
Who?
because he was funneling money for Obama's campaign. That's what I read. And Leonardo DiCaprio got involved because he was also going to donate money to Obama.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
It was so random. I was like,
That's
Leonardo DiCaprio, but yeah, that's
I
what
fuck with
read
Leo
so far.
too. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy.
But yeah, it has something to do with Obama's campaign, funneling money, and that's
But he did rap, and I saw a funny video because he was in that that Ghetto Superstar music video.
Yeah.
And when his verse come on, it's like he's like at a podium, like he's dressed like the president.
Oh, yeah.
And he takes the mask off, and his rapper's like, "Boy, when they show you the signs or some shit," and I thought that was funny. I thought it was pretty funny.
Who
They waste no time.
who came out and said he was an informant? Who was that?
That's a
Like,
good
did we know?
That shit just like
I think it
blew
was
up
like
on the internet.
like a rap promo page on Twitter
yeah.
or some
That
shit.
shit just blew up on the internet out of nowhere. I seen that shit on Twitter.
Happens all the time.
No, I'm saying like who? Like was it like the police that said something, or like what did?
I have no idea.
I don't know. That's why I wasn't trying to invest too much stock in it, but I've been hearing about it like every day, like new information.
I know Lauren like this is exactly why I ain't out here like that. You weird motherfucker. One nigga's a mayor in Haiti.
Well, he's Haitian. He's Haitian, you know. Hey. But hey, man, I don't know what to say about this shit. Man. Like,
It's crazy.
out of everybody that you hear or see, it's like this is the most like nigga you see the least.
Yeah.
Even when they was hot, you would see him the least, and now it's like an FBI informant
Yeah.
funneling money for Obama. Like that shit sound like
That threw me off.
some
It was
Black
like
Mirror
Obama
shit.
campaign. But yeah, I'm sure they're gonna do a doc. I'm pretty sure they're gonna be like, after all this is wrapped up, throw it on Hulu.
That trial shit.
Hulu.
That Hulu.
You know Hulu don't they don't shy away from a
Right.
doc.
Let's get on this Ice Spice thing, and it's not just Ice Spice, but recently there was
Mostly
a
Ice Spice.
there was a like a lookbook or a photo shoot done for Kim Kardashian's Skims line, and she featured Ice Spice amongst other artists and models, and they just so all happened to kind of have the same skin tone, which was of lighter complexion,
Okay.
and it sent Black Twitter into a frenzy.
Black Twitter don't like Kim Kardashian, so it's like
Yeah.
anything she do, they're gonna be like, "Ah, bitch." Nah. Like every time.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I mean they got some valid points why they don't like her.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm just saying, I ain't surprised.
You know, they was like, oh, Kim was like, you can't pass the paper brown bag test. You know, to be in this shoot full of light skinned women. It was like it must have had Chris Brown on board. The fucking
Jesus.
Damn, a string. Boy, Chris caught a string like that.
You know, but it brings up the conversation of like colorism in hip hop because it starts talking about Ice Spice's success in rap, and there's like who y'all have is successful, who should be successful. Then they mention like darker skin tone female women in rap.
Yeah.
Names that come up like
Flo Milli.
Flo Milli is definitely one that they always bring up.
Yeah, because she should definitely be, I guess, bigger than.
Yeah.
I would say she should be bigger than Ice Spice for sure.
Yeah, and me honestly, like we all know colorism plays in like everything, right? I think that colorism isn't as strong as like just true like talent in something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't care what you say. They hype up Stephon Curry. He got 4 rings, ball, this, that, and the third. But it's like you cannot deny LeBron James. Like it's talent that you just can't, right? So I think talent is gonna always like supersede whatever colorism.
And I think she's had like dark skinned black women in her modeling things before. I guess not in this most recent one, but I've seen other things where she's done. It's like, oh, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? I remember saying that, but just not for this last one.
I think colorism is definitely playing a key factor in women in hip hop, but I think it's like.
You think so?
I definitely do, but I don't think that it's specifically like, oh, we need to find every light skinned female rapper and blow her up.
I don't know, man. I be seeing a lot of black chicks out here.
But if you think of the
like
bigger
the ones
names,
that are big,
think of the bigger names, right? Because you would put, I think it's more so because you got Ice Spice,
Lotto, Coily Ray.
Yeah, you even got Glorilla's pretty light. I mean, she's not as light as them, but you know, she's
Glorilla
not a dark skinned woman,
yeah.
right? It's just that is something that is, it almost feels prioritized or marketed to as like. These are the top, right? But there's lots more women in rap that are of darker tone that are just as talented, has great music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think that what end up happening, and this is my theory, that because the success and legacy of Nicki Minaj and just her look, that everyone's copying that. Look, yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like I always use the dread
like
Dr. Dre
Beats
dropped headphones. Yeah. It's like. Those dropped, and every company wanted to drop some type of headphones that look similar like that, and they would just sell everywhere, right? So it's like Nicki Minaj was just so great that, all right, she got colorful wigs, she got a big booty, she kind of got that lighter complexion or whatever.
Let's get somebody to look like her.
Let's just follow that model.
It's the same with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne dropped, got colors in his dreads, tats on his face. Million niggas, colorful dreads, face tatted.
So you know, I think that has just trickled down into a byproduct of like colorism having a huge part in that. But I think that there is success in women who are of darker tone. But I also think it's just another thing that I think that women in rap is the latest renaissance in hip hop. That is our latest renaissance. We always have a different like renaissance and era of in hip hop or in rap specifically. Mm-hmm. And I think the overflow of women in rap really killing it right now is the new renaissance. So I think this is a thing that is to destroy that, like colorism. I think the beefs that they're having, where it's like Nicki Minaj versus Cardi, and then either you team Cardi, team Nicki with the new girls coming in, and then them now choosing a side and being against each other is just causing these weird like beefs, so to speak. They're not really beefs because ain't nobody really doing nothing, but it's just kind of like I don't associate or don't mention my name.
I'm better than you.
Yeah, it's just weird. You know what I'm saying? But it's like that always happens in media. They take those little things and then like this is how they kind of like create controversy, which helps sell things that are outside of the music. It happened with it happened in the 90s with the East Coast, West Coast shit. You know what I'm saying? It's happening all the time. So I think, you know, Ice Spice is growing in front of us.
Yeah.
You know, the way she sounds on that Nicki Minaj song, or the record that she has with Nicki Minaj. I mean,
Cool.
It sounds like Ice Spice.
yeah, but she sounds a lot more.
Well, is the song good?
I don't even listen to a song like that.
I've heard about it, but I
I
ain't heard
give
it.
it a mid.
I just watched the clips of them bouncing their titties and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just
Hey,
keep it
old town with the masculinity.
that's what they put out there. You know what I'm saying? So hey,
They did.
Do
I
y'all
saw it
think-
as a GIF, and the GIF was immaculately clear, and
Do
I
y'all
was
think-
like, God damn.
Flo Milli is better than Ice Spice?
I think she raps better. Yeah,
Yeah.
Has she dropped better music?
I think so. Yeah,
Hey, listen
But-
to that
But
SpongeBob
to me,
song.
like,
it's subjective because Ice Spice does the drill shit. She does
yeah,
the drill.
she does drill shit, and then Flo Milli does like Atlanta trap shit. So it's like almost like, what do you?
And it's like I
want?
haven't heard a song from Ice Spice that isn't drill. So her flows and her flows are just what you
Tailored
hear-
to that.
Tailored to that. So it's like if you really like drill, then you may feel like she makes better music. Than
Yeah.
Flo Milli.
That's true.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
think that's really what it is. And drill's just
I'm not a big fan of New York drill.
me neither, but that's what it is right now because
Mm-hmm.
everybody fucking all the jits want to get sturdy and shit like that. So that's what they fucking want to hear.
Yeah.
So that everything with that like fucking just want to rock beat behind it is
Mm-hmm.
gonna go. And drill kind of has that tempo to it.
Yeah.
So to me, it's like that's why
She just sounds a
like,
little more confident on this song than she did in like the first songs.
The
Oh,
song
okay,
with
okay,
Nicki.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, Nicki gonna develop her ass. I can see that already.
I don't know. If
she
gonna
didn't
develop
say
it.
y'all
We'll
feeling
see.
my da-da-da. She didn't do one of those bars. Da-da-da-da-da.
I feel like she did.
I can hear
can't
that
remember.
song in my head right now. It's just
That song is good as a bitch.
I think Ice Spice just make catchy music. I feel like
She what?
colorism is such a big thing that it's hard for us to like, even if it's not colorism, it's hard to see from outside of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if a lot of people just enjoy Ice Spice music more than whoever case may be, it's always gonna feel like because she likes it.
But-
It don't really matter.
My thing is this though, right?
Kind of like racism.
We are you like things based off of what's available to you, right? Like some of your favorite food is because that's all you probably had, right? Until you try other shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that creates another space of what's provided to you, right? So in the space where we are marketed to and promoted to, right? Corporate dollars is going to focus on what they want us to get. So if you're saying, hey, I think this person's music is better than this person, is it more so because that person's music is more marketed to you more and this person's music is not? So the fact that you hear this more compared to you got to go and like you have to like make an effort to go play this person's music may influence that comment. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem I have. And I think a lot of people or hip hop purists or whatever, right? They may not know how to articulate that or may not understand that concept, but I think that's the problem. You know what I mean? And if it's like corporate dollar, if the corporate dollar is focusing on what's marketed to you, then it's like, then that's where the colorism part comes in. Because like, are you marketing just the light skinned chicks? You know what I'm saying?
Or you marketing the music.
And that's a
But it's like I get it, but with Ice Spice it's just like that nigga Munch shit is so like catchy and popular.
It
so
is.
It's like it's a lot of female artists that haven't made anything as catchy as that.
I don't
Yeah.
believe that.
Oh no, I do.
I
That
believe
was-
that
don't
they
think I was
are
a machine.
because you got the one short girl. Don't play with it. Don't play with it.
But
Don't
yeah,
play
that
with
was huge too though.
Lola,
That was huge.
Right, you know what I'm saying? But the music
I just
is
want to rough She came tough on that bitch.
The
I was
music-
like, what song is this?
but it's like all the girls are rapping like rough. Like even Ice Spice, she has like a deeper voice rap. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
Megan rap pretty rough too.
You know, like if you didn't like right now that the girl
Even
that
Lotto.
the girl I'm talking about, right? Her looks isn't thrown in front of you. You know what I'm saying? It's the you're hearing the music.
Which girl?
The short girl with I don't know her name.
Lola Brooke, right?
Yeah, Lola Brooke.
Lola Brooke.
Yeah.
Like her looks isn't what's being marketed to you.
It's how she rap.
It's how she rap and it's the music, right? But Ice Spice, it's
But that's on the artist too though. Like Ice Spice literally turns around to shake her ass. towards
That's
the
her
camera.
move. That's
Well,
her
hand between her
signature
legs.
move.
Lola Brooks, she was rapping on the shit with the mic hanging down in the street. I don't know what it's called when people rap with a microphone. So it's like they take different. If one chooses to be like more sexier, then that's what we're gonna do. I don't really want to see women.
But do you like the music because how she look, or you think it's the, you know what I mean?
I mean, with those two songs, I like Munch because it's just catchier and I hear it more. You know what I mean? I just want to rough that nigga. It's cool, but I don't know no other song from her since then.
It's like you got to think about, they market image just as much as they market the music now. So when you see a girl rapping like New York City, whatever kind of background, they be like, damn, how are we gonna play this into like mainstream? Like, I don't think they could feel. They don't know how to go ahead and put that in the mainstream media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's very New York or whatever. There's a lot of people and things that tried to pop, and they was like, oh, you never pop because you're too like Jesus and Mero. Apparently, people's like, oh, y'all too New York. Y'all will never pop. Yeah,
and them niggas got a show.
Yeah, they got a show on Showtime. You know what I'm saying? Being like they was. So I think they still have a hard time seeing how they're gonna market it to
I just think
wide
that
audience.
Imagery and then music
Not
are
saying it's
completely
right,
two
but,
separate
yeah.
things. And then colorism can only be on imagery. There's no colorism in music.
I don't think, because now
There's no colorism in the sound of music. Like, I can't listen to a song like, oh, she light skinned.
I hear you, but we all know now it's like visuals are just as important as the music now.
So importance, there's a lot of things that's important, right?
Yeah.
Your imagery is important to art, right? And music is art. So, and it's we want to see the artist perform, right? But like I said, that's where colorism can wave its sword and like focus on, you know what, her music may not be as good, but she look good. So we finna put the money in this. And how many times have you heard songs that you don't really like, but it's catchy, and because it's playing so much that you just end up remember you like whatever you can remember. You feel what I'm saying? It's some of our childhood songs that we like, that we heard on the radio or that we saw on TV. It was because it was playing so much. And those systems, that's the marketing of promo and influencing you. You know what I'm saying?
But I think that goes back to what we talked about earlier, that whole industry plan shit. If you got them people behind you that's willing to push and put that behind you, then that's that. We don't know what Lola Brooke has behind her marketing team or whatever. And if they like, we ain't trying to do all that shit, we finna grassroots it. They might grassroots it, and that might be it.
Right.
Like, that's what I think about first before I think about like, oh, she black. Like, dark-skinned black compared to light-skinned black. Even though that does play, and I haven't thought about it till you brought it up, but initially I'd be like, damn, I wonder how they getting to it, you know. You could tell Ice Spice dropped Munch, and then she was like on Rolling Loud like a couple months later.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, there's somebody behind her that's really doing whatever.
I mean, she's an attractive girl. You
And
know what I'm
sex
saying?
sells. So
that's what I'm saying.
because Lola Brooks, if you both got music, but other one has music and sex appeal. Living in the time we live in now with social media, everything is like visually stimulated. So
And
what's
that's what
going
I'm
to keep
talking
people?
about.
What's going
Like-
to keep
First
people on
thing
these
you look
apps?
at.
You just rapping, or when I scroll past, I can see Ice Spice
Shaking her ass.
and she got orange hair. That's a huge thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's just a lot more than just the music.
Yeah.
That's why I said. So it's like this is one of the things. Like, say you and your white coworker going for a promotion. You know what I mean? And he get it over you. It's gonna be hard to look at and say, oh, fuck that, they did it because he fucking white and I'm black. Not so that, oh, nah, he just coming to work 5 minutes early every day. You know what I mean? Or shit like that. Or he just iron his clothes, iron his clothes. You know what I mean? But because the time we live in my head, I'm gonna be like, nah, fuck that. She light skinned and they fucking racist. That's why he got this over me. But it's a lot more.
There's just so many more things, like the whole orange hair shaking ass. Like, Lola Brooke ain't doing that.
Well, I would like to take this is a perfect
Not
opportunity
that she
to segue.
has to.
This is a perfect opportunity to segue into a topic that that's been kind of taking over Twitter lately, and Jack Harlow just dropped a new album called what's it called? Jackman.
Jackman, that boy.
10 tracks, straight rap, right? And I guess I'm not sure if it was on the song or he mentioned on Twitter or whatever, but he said something about he's the best white rapper since Eminem, and that made me think about white rappers and white rappers, period, right? But just to kind of like piggyback off of the colorism, he has a song called "It Can't Be."
Oh.
And it can't be his white. Basically saying it can't be the cut.
Because he white, yeah.
Basically, it's like it's got to be my skin. It can't be because I put all the hours in the studio, or I focus on my inspirations, or the hard work I put in, the relationships I built. This time, it got to be because of my skin. And one, I think that it was a brilliant song because I haven't really heard a white rapper really approach it that way with that type of confidence and the execution. And it just kind of like, you know, it brought up, it helped kind of like view that conversation from that perspective. You know what I'm saying? Now, the great white debate.
Oh, Lord.
Who the top 5 white rappers of all time?
That's a lot.
Mac Miller.
Do top 3.
Top 3?
No, what's Mount Rushmore? 4?
4.
Do 4.
Do 4?
Mac.
So Eminem is number 1.
Not to me.
Let's put him up there. Don't rank him.
All right, Eminem. Who
Mac
else?
Miller.
Mac Miller
Matt Miller.
Jack Harlow.
Jack Harlow.
and Paul Wall.
Paul Wall.
This week,
Shit.
I feel like we forgetting somebody.
Oh, we're forgetting a lot of people.
Plenty of whites that rap.
Yeah.
But are they on?
Beastie Boys as a whole? What do you put
I
on
was thinking about Beastie Boys. I mean,
That Sabotage is a slap.
I like Intergalactic. That shit right.
Intergalactic go-to. I don't know a lot of white rappers that I jam continually.
Nope.
But Mac Miller is definitely
MGK.
the one.
No.
Nah.
While he did put out
Yellow
a free-
Wolf. Oh, that's
Like
bullshit.
Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
G-Eazy.
He did put out a MGK did put out he's starting a freestyle series. And
With Corday.
yeah, like that's the first person he like.
What about Bubba Sparks?
College
I did think G-Eazy was gonna be bigger than what he was. I thought
Yeah.
I thought he was gonna be on top for a little minute.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had some hits.
He had
But-
some
but-
hits, and he had that whole city slicker look, big
Yeah,
sneaker
the shit
head
with Megan Thee
nigga.
Stallion.
But if you think about it, like what? Since
I never forgot. I remind people all the time, like, you know, Meg was kissing on that boy like sensually.
and that started COVID. Nah, but if you think about it though, right? The only 2 male white rappers that have been like on top and was like killing everybody, from my recollection, has only been Eminem and Vanilla Ice. Since then, there hasn't been a white rapper that's been like on top killing it like that.
I
Post
can't-
Malone,
I can't say
Post
the-
Malone was on top. I just don't really fuck with Post
I can't say
I feel
Vanilla
like
I
Ice.
don't
he
wanna
went
s-
from
I don't-
rapping to being like a pop rock artist.
So my thing is like,
Like we say, so like strictly like they are a rap artist.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
and I feel like they don't always be on top where it's like they're knocking out somebody else that would be there. Vanilla Ice was knocking niggas off top. Like
I think that was a shock factor. It was like MC Hammer was killing it, and then you had like Vanilla Ice, and them whites just wanted to latch on to something.
niggas was fucking. That shit was good. That shit was good, bro. Bro, Vanilla Ice in the 90s was cool.
I know the one song, but I only know the.
That
Yeah.
ice baby.
Which is catchy.
All you needed was one song back then. You didn't. It wasn't based off the albums like that.
Totally feel you.
But what I'm-
even as a jit,
Marky Mark.
I was not like, damn,
Yeah.
this white boy's killing it. Like, nah.
I remember seeing that motherfucker on that Ninja Turtles movie.
Oh yeah, Ninja Rap was it.
That motherfucker was
Ninja
cool,
Rap
bro.
was a slap
That
in
motherfucker-
the movie.
Action Bronson is pretty good. He makes
What's
like,
that?
music.
Action is, yeah, you know
Action
what?
Bronson is
Damn.
good.
Yeah.
But I can't name one Action Bronson. But I just know
I
the music
fucked
sounds.
up.
The knock
I love Action.
The knock on
I
Action
fucked
Bronson is
up.
that he
You right.
sounds like Ghostface.
Ghostface.
And that's like a cardinal rule in rap. You can't sound like nobody.
And that's a cardinal rule in rap.
And he's not that much. He's not young. Like he's not like 19.
He's
20.
been out for
Yeah, he's been out for
a minute. Like,
No,
he's
I
been
know.
out-
So it's like, oh, you sound like Ghostface, and we 100% know you know who Ghostface is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Is that
Ghostface-
just like
Ghostface called that shit out, so I stand behind Ghostface. Sorry.
Are they not friends?
I mean,
He was on an
friends.
ESPN show. You know, he be bringing rappers on sometimes, and then somebody said something about how he sounds like Ghostface, and he was like, he ain't rapping like this no more.
yeah.
And then Ghostface had the legendary comeback where he was playing like this old joint in the background, and he was talking shit, and like it felt like a skit.
It was very
Because he would say something, and then he would stop, and then you'd hear the song
It was
say something
very
to go along with his rant.
Lil Bow Wow
Nigga,
versus
you fucking
Soulja
ever
Boy.
mention my fucking name ever fucking again?
That's funny.
You remember Lil Bow was like,
You gotta
so
watch
I
that
have to
Yeah, I remember.
smack that ass. That's what it felt like. It felt like Lil
you
Bow
gotta
was
watch
getting
that
on
shit.
Soulja Boy.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got, but it's more white rappers now that
Damn.
like that are making some waves.
Action
Like
Bronson.
what's the one dude that NBA YoungBoy did records with? He had a huge
Killer Roy.
Killer Roy is another one.
He's a rapper?
But I feel like he's the same thing as what like Post Malone.
Yeah, he's very he's like a pop artist.
But it's like melodic rap cats, you know what I'm saying? Like he basically was making the same type of music as like a Rod Wave or NBA YoungBoy. Then you got
Really? I need to listen to
He
his
does,
music
but his
then.
biggest song is like a pop song.
Right.
100%.
Then you got fucking what's the girl, man? Iggy.
It's a white rapper I know named Young Gravy. I kind of fucks.
Young Gravy is pretty cool.
I kind of.
That nigga got that never.
But he's
gotta
more
give
like
you up.
I would put Lil Dicky over Young Gravy.
Yeah, Lil Dicky's another one. You know what I'm saying?
Lil Dicky slide. Does he have an album?
Yeah, he got an album out. I don't know if a new album, but he has an album out for sure.
I still gotta watch Dave season 3.
Oh, the latest episode is really good, by the way.
For real?
Really good. The
I
latest
gotta watch
episode of
that
Dave. But yeah, it's like before, I think like in the 90s, when you had cats like MC Search, who a lot of people aren't favorable of him.
Why not?
Just because of his, him being kind of like along that reputation of like Jews and dealing with rap, and him being, also dealing with like paperwork and deals and how.
I ain't gonna hold you. When he went on Math Hoffa's podcast, he like cleared a lot of that shit.
Right.
And he put a lot of niggas on. Like, they do have that stigma because he's Jewish, but he did put like a lot of niggas on, gave Nas all his bread for a lot of shit. So,
You remember the White Rapper show on VH1?
I remember that shit. I don't remember who was on it though.
I feel like
MC Search was the host. He was the host. It was just like white rappers trying to make it type thing. I don't know. Did I
Interesting.
remember that? No.
I remember the name of the show, but
That shit was good. Them motherfuckers is rapping.
Wow.
it probably was. You know them niggas love backpacks.
You think Mac Miller better than Jack Harlow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a whole. Like, that nigga can rap and his musicianship. So, like, I can't separate those two because it's one and the same when it comes to the music.
Yeah, I think Jack has if we just go rapper wise, I think Jack can kind of get with Mac on some level and skill in rap.
Yeah.
I think just as a whole artist, it's kind of like the Kanye thing, right? Where Kanye might not be
The best rapper.
he's good at rap, but it's like his artistry outside of rap that contributes to the whole rap album.
Yeah.
Is what makes him special, and I think that's what Mac Miller as
Mac
well.
has, yeah.
Do you think Mac Miller could have ever made a hit as big as a Jack Harlow song?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think so.
I think he could. I definitely think Mac
he
Miller
would've
could
did
have
it.
made that fucking.
He wasn't like he was out for 2 years before he passed away. He was out for almost 10
Mac
years.
Miller could have made a song like that fucking. What's it called?
What's
First
Poppin'?
Class.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying he didn't.
He's saying he did it.
He's
While
been.
he was out.
He's
he
been.
did it.
He.
He had some joints, but he hasn't had a song as big as a Jack Harlow song.
I agree.
As big as a Jack Harlow hit.
It hasn't
I
been on the
agree.
radio. I haven't heard any Mac Miller songs on the radio before.
I think that.
When I heard a Mac Miller song on the radio, I was always shocked. I was like, oh, shit. Like, that was...
I just personally feel that Jack has been his route in hip hop is a little different from Mac Miller's. Mac Miller is kind of like one of those artists that like focus on kind of keeping an underground appeal with rap,
Okay.
but utilizing like some of his faves. That's also in that underground. Like he championed Schoolboy Q, Absol, and other people. You know what I'm
Vince
saying?
Staples.
Like
Yeah.
Earl Sweatshirt.
he championed underground
Yeah.
where Jack Harlow's got Drake on his album. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's just a little different.
And Mac Miller wasn't out here trying to make
Yeah,
hits.
like
Exactly.
Jack Harlow was like, I'm rapping in Kentucky, and somebody's like, and he's like, I got to move to Atlanta because that's where it's popping, and that's where he went, and then met DJ Drama, and like rest is history, low key. So he went like basically to the top of the mountain like early on.
But I think Mac Miller, it's kind of like when you compare the rapping styles, they just have their own styles, right?
Yeah.
Jack Harlow is a little bit more contemporary. I feel like Mac Miller is more,
He could boom bap it. if he wanted.
I feel like Mac Miller is kind of like he kind of fell into his own because he did start off with a little bit of the frat rap in a sense.
Yeah.
But I think he kind of catered his own where it's like he kind of just had his own sound where like you'll probably hear another artist sound like Jack Harlow in the near future, right? Jack Harlow kind of sounds like what a rapper would sound like today that's not really doing melodic rap, that's trying to be cool for the ladies.
Yeah.
It's like he's taking a page out of Drake's fucking like route in rap. Where
And
Mac
then
Miller
restructured it for himself.
and I feel like Mac Miller kind of like is taking his inspirations from other people that is not
90s niggas.
Yeah, he's taking a page out of cats like Grand Poobah and fucking MF Doom. You know what I'm saying? And that's just, do with that what you will. But
That was well put.
But I mean, I think that nowadays white rappers in hip hop, they are expanding into avenues that are not as like, I would say cosplaying as like black rappers, right? Like Lil Dicky is basically like a comedian, actor, right? And he takes that and puts that into the music, right? A lot of white rappers like MGK are utilizing, or Kid Laroi utilizing like the pop rock star atmosphere and blending that with their rap or transitioning back and forth into that. Because I mean, that's fair. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to see a white rapper cosplaying Lil Wayne or cosplaying Kendrick Lamar.
That's what Lil Pump. Oh, Lil Pump.
You got cats like Token. I don't know if you guys know who Token is, but he's a white rapper that's like underground. But like, Token is a what's the one dude?
So he's the. What's the meaning behind that name?
Yeah, what's the
that's
behind
what I'm
that?
thinking about, like Token.
He's like the token white person in rap.
That's what I want to hear, because
Like
Token
I
in
have
South
no
Park
idea.
is a token
Hey,
black
he's
kid.
black, yeah.
I have no idea.
I
Don't
need
really
to-
listen to him.
Need to look into
But
that.
but what's the one
said
dude?
Token,
What's the
huh?
one dude that had the contacts that was kind of like black rapper? He had a Funk
Hopsin?
Volume.
Oh, Hopsin.
Hopsin. He kind of reminds you of
Oh
Hopsin.
yeah.
Boy,
Like it's
damn.
as far as energy and
Hopsin?
whatnot. So if you don't listen to, if you never listen to Hopsin or
Never.
care to go to a Hopsin show, you're not gonna care about Token or care to go to a Token show. But it's one and the same as far as audience.
Rap fast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Got a lot of videos, got a lot of millions of views, millions of plays.
It's another rapper like that. He's black. His name like
Tech Nine.
nah. I want to say his name like I want to say like Daylight or Daystar or something like that, or Drax or something like that. He dropped a lot of music videos and he
I know
really
you're talking about.
animated.
He got like little weird dreads and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and I never see the music videos. I only see like behind
I think
the scenes.
he's listed himself as like a Christian rapper too.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Lecrae?
No, it's
Nah,
not.
it's not
It's
Lecrae.
not. It's not somebody that. No, you're not gonna know what it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
I
like
definitely don't know who it is.
But it's other white rappers too that like are like you got like the Asher Ross of the world. You have I can't remember this guy's name, but he was like he had like long gingered hair like a fro in a sense, but it was like relaxed, whatever.
Mike Poser.
Who?
Mike Poser.
No. So I be thinking Mike Posner and Rory from the Rory and Mom podcast look alike. But yeah, it's yeah. But I thought it was interesting.
So we gonna keep them four?
I mean, I
What
don't
was it
know.
for? What was it for?
It
It was Eminem, Mac Miller. You said Jack Harlow. I said Paul Wall. I'll replace
Paul Wall.
Paul Wall with Action Bronson.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Can't do
All
it.
right. So
Can't do
is
it.
Jack Harlow staying up there?
I out of respect, I got to keep Jack Harlow in there because I feel like he's gonna be one of the. He's gonna be
One of
number
those.
2.
You got 3 albums out.
If he stays consistent,
One of the Caucasian goats.
yeah, he gonna. I ain't gonna say he a goat, but he just gonna be.
Well,
he gonna be
Caucasian
pretty.
goat.
He gonna be pretty up there.
There ain't that many Caucasian goats in the game.
Because Mac Miller not here no more, so it's just like Tupac and Biggie. Like they gonna keep getting lower and lower on the best rappers list because music's gonna keep getting better and better.
That's true.
10 years ago, 20 years ago, Tupac Biggie is probably everybody number 1 and number 2. Now it's like, well, that shit
Yeah.
old now and it's better shit. So same shit gonna happen with Eminem and everybody.
Are there white women in rap that are like? Because like I said, it's women in rap is
Krayshawn?
There are white women in rap. There's like 2.
Krayshawn.
I think there's more than
One
that. But I'm saying,
bad
are there anyone that's making a splash like you know, like
Iggy did.
Krayshawn.
nah, hell no.
One big
Pick on
room
that girl, man.
full of bad bitches.
Oh my god.
But you got
Pretty quotable line. Though. It's probably huge.
say what?
That
That
song
was
was a
pretty
slap.
huge.
Gucci? What is Gucci?
That
I mean,
girl
just
ain't
one-
made a
one
song
big room
in like
full of bad
almost
bitches.
10 years, bro.
Oh, Kesha. I'm looking at the list.
She a rapper?
Kesha.
They put her on here as a.
It's a new girl.
Bad Baby is a.
No.
Y'all-
Bad baby,
Chanel West
bad
Coast.
baby music isn't terrible. I heard
It's
one
not?
song it wasn't bad. Nah, shit had like probably like what's them two rappers that look alike? It's two rappers that like the same person.
What?
Famous Dex or Rich the Kid. We had one of them people.
Oh, they do look alike.
Those,
yeah, it's the same.
Atlantic. That's Atlantic for you.
I think it's a new white girl, man.
What her name is?
Huh?
Tay Money.
Tay Money.
Not
Oh,
Tay
she
Money,
was
but
out
I heard
here,
about Tay
remember
Money,
that.
Tay Money is white?
Yeah. yeah.
That's understood.
I
Is
remember
there
going
a
to her
rapper here
show.
named?
No, she performed in Tampa.
There's a Taz Money. But
That's the dude.
that's
Yeah.
the guy.
What about the girl that had dudes dancing behind
Okay.
her?
That's Taylor
Cocaine.
Swift.
Is she white?
That's Taylor Moon.
Is Pretty Cocaine white?
I don't know, but
Naming
She got
people
a
you seen
song.
on Tumblr.
Oh.
yeah, it
She
sound
got
like
a song with Jit Face. Stop it. Pretty Cocaine. She had a song come out last
I
year.
think
that
she's
I was
Hispanic.
listening
She might be
to.
Puerto Rican.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Jesus
pretty cocaine. That's on jazz, man. I'm trying to call out local people. Get our ass
I
kicked
just
out
like
here.
the song, so I was like, hey,
Jesus
Hey,
Christ.
Chanel
get
West
your
Coast
ass
is
in
white.
the sun.
She ain't no fucking rapper.
Chanel West Coast, even though she be
Who?
on
Chanel
Chanel
Goddamn
West
rapper.
Coast.
Just because you rap songs will make you a
That boy
goddamn rapper.
Charlamagne
Smith.
ethered that girl, and it's been a rap since.
It's a new white girl. I seen it on the timeline, man. Blonde.
Was she sliding though, or was she just a white rapper?
She was sliding, but I don't know. It's just like, man, they finna come after you type shit. You know what I'm saying? But she was okay, I guess. You know, but I don't know.
Was
I think
Iggy
it's
Azalea ever that good, or were we just caught up
We
in
just
the...
liked it.
Oh, no, that
'cause
shit was
T.I.
good.
Co-signed her.
For real?
Yeah, she was good when I first heard it. And she was thick. I ain't know what she looked like for real.
But
I
it's
know
like
she was white.
she's from Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember she was rapping on stage?
Remember the fucking
When they called into the radio show?
yeah.
That shit
was Sway in the morning.
trash.
Sway in the morning. And she did a freestyle on there, and she was like, "And I'm rolling, and I'm spinning, and I'm getting," and then it's cut to, we're gonna take a call in. Hey, it's Mike from Tennessee. What's going on? Yo, that shit was trash. That shit on the fucking airway. It's like, oh man,
Oh, come
my
on, man.
God.
it's like you knew that. I think that shit was fake. Like I think he just put that in there. You know?
Probably him calling.
He probably sent somebody to the bathroom. Hey, man, dial the number.
But it was like one of the things about Iggy was that they felt like, you know, she's cosplaying. It's like you rapping like a black girl.
Yeah.
You from Australia. You're not even from America. Like
It was weird.
It was weird.
The accent was kind of weird. Because it was like, why do you sound like this?
Didn't T.I. co-sign her?
Yeah,
He
that was his
signed.
artist.
yeah, he got that money, man. He signed her and Travis Scott same time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
He was half Grand Hustle.
Yeah. So you know,
Interesting.
I don't know, man. I mean, hey, you know,
I always thought one of the Kardashians would start rapping at one point. But I guess.
Which one?
I feel like Chloe would.
Chloe would have been hilarious. Chloe Kardashian started rapping.
She would have got a face
French
tap
Montana drop for collab album. I guess it kind of look alike.
I think it's a good time to wrap up. I think it's a good time. You know, we appreciate you guys for tuning in to episode 116 of the Beatsnchill podcast, and we out, man.